Hello, fairy finders and fairy seekers. Welcome to FaerieQuest. Here, I'm going to show you something pretty much opposite of what you have been seeing on this channel for ages, and that is, instead of tiny fairies in the woods, I'm sharing another species of fairy, and that is a giant. Now, every time I pass this foot, and I'm going to call it a foot because I really think it is, it just grabs me. I have to stop and look at this because it is huge, absolutely huge. And even though it's been worn and you can't really see like toe indentations and things like that, you can see the impression of the toe indentations, and you can see where the ankle was basically sheared off. Now, did this happen because of an ice age where it became so cold that the giant froze instantly and the wind knocked it over and his foot broke off? I'm just speculating here, but that's a thought. My fascination with this foot comes from years ago watching a video from a guy, and I don't even think his video is on YouTube anymore, but he shared information about the world not being as we think it was at one time, which means he shared pictures of like mesas and compared them to trees. And you can still find some of these types of videos on YouTube, but his was very in-depth. It was like an hour and something long, and it was absolutely fascinating. So that's always been in the back of my mind. So when I see this foot, it brings that video back, and I can't help but want to share this with you. So I'm going to share a few more pictures with you. It's not going to be a long video, but a few more pictures, kind of give you a little size comparison here, and I'd really love to know your thoughts on this one. Keep in mind that if the world really was as that gentleman spoke about in his video, and he did give a really compelling argument, not just on mesas being trees, but many other aspects of Earth right now. Since we have never actually seen what he is speaking of, we only see the remnants of what he talks about in that video, we can look at this foot and realize that it has been a long, long time since there were giants on the Earth. And so this foot, at one point in time, when it was first severed from the body, may have been extremely detailed. But in all that time, it has been worn away by the weather. So even though we can see where the big toe would be and, kind of work its way along the front as to where the other toes would be, and we can see the heel and the ankle, it has been worn quite smoothly. We also have no idea where this foot came from. It was obviously moved into Pine Lake State Park because there are other stones near this one in kind of a row along the path for decoration. So keep that in mind as you're viewing the other pictures, and I look forward to your take on this. This is the same photo that you were seeing previously, only enlarged. I just wanted to give you a little better or more close-up look at this foot. This is the front view of the foot, and as we can see, it is the left foot, and I say that because the arch of the foot is on the inside, so the big toe would be at the end of the arch, and it almost looks as though the heel, since it's kind of off kilter, it almost looks like the heel, the way that the giant was standing, was moved over somehow, or perhaps it was broken, or it could have been embedded in mud or something. So part of what we're seeing here might be remnants of ground attached to the foot. It's really hard to say, and you'll be able to see this arch a little bit better here shortly, but I wanted to give you the view of this foot and ankle from this angle so that you could see the toes and the slope of the foot and where the heel is. Now we measured this foot at approximately 44 inches long from toe to heel, which is 3 feet 8 inches long. We did not measure it height-wise. That might have to be done here one of these days, but my husband was nice enough to model his shoe or his foot with this foot on top of it. And my husband, I believe, is a size 10. So as you can see, the size difference is incredible. Imagine, look at my husband's leg and look at the size of the leg where the ankle is broken off. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. So I saved what I thought was the best picture for last. This is what gives you a great view of the arched side of the foot and how the heel on both sides comes out, whereas the other one kind of made it look a little bit warped. This is also where I have put my own foot up to the side of this foot, and I wear a size 6. The size difference is something that is very difficult to comprehend. That there could have been a being on this earth with a foot that is this size, but I really do believe that that is the case. So that is it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I love bringing unique things to you, and I really do think this one qualifies as unique. So please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that like button so I know what kind of videos that you guys are looking for. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.